ever wondered, will studying Buddhism actually bring you peace? Well, you probably have not actually wondered that, but I have. And I also ask myself, will it simply give me a peace of mind? At first, those two ideas sounded exactly the same, but they're actually not. And understanding the difference may change the way you look at happiness forever. In this episode of The Mental Blueprint, I want to discuss probably one of the oldest questions in human history, and that is, can wisdom end suffering? Or does it simply help us cope with it? Since I returned from the military, I have been dealing with an emotional roller coaster that is overwhelming, disappointing, and consistently emotional at all levels of the human brain. I have experienced family loss, marital loss, friendship losses, employment losses, and the list goes on, all of which has been the result of my own doing, without my awareness or control in many aspects. However, I did not give up entirely, which is why I am on a constant search to find a way back, or just find a way. I search for peace in all the familiar places: success, education, achievement, recognition, travel, even escaping environments that felt stressful or overwhelming. Sometimes those things brought relief, sometimes they even brought happiness, but eventually the mind would begin racing again. The worries return, the expectations return, the anxiety quietly reappeared. What I discovered is something many Buddhist teachers have been saying for over 2,500 years. Changing your surroundings can be helpful, but unless the mind changes, suffering simply follows you. That is precisely why us military veterans continue to struggle with our memories. However, if we can find a peaceful location with less stressful areas that create anxiety, it allows the mind to calm down. Now, obviously this is not just vets, but trauma tends to exist. Hence why people take vacations. Many people think Buddhism is a religion. Others think it's simply meditation. Some see it as philosophy. Others see it as psychology. In reality, Buddhism is perhaps best understood as a way of understanding the mind. It begins with a surprisingly honest observation. Life contains suffering, not because life is bad, but because everything changes. Health changes, relationships change, careers change, governments change, economies change. Even our own thoughts change from one moment to the next. The question isn't whether change exists. The question is whether we can live peacefully within it. I am currently living in Thailand, not on a permanent basis, at least not yet. But the more I study and live here, the more I feel that maybe I need to make some hard decisions and protect others I care about, and also myself. I need to find a balance. I need to control my anger. I need to figure things out so I can function as a person without waking each day with different emotions. Here's where the distinction becomes important. Peace is often what we imagine the world should become. No conflict, no stress, no disappointment, no uncertainty, but peace of mind. It is different. Peace of mind means the world may remain unpredictable, yet your inner world is no longer controlled by it. The traffic still exists, the headlines still exist, people still disappoint you, life still surprises you, but your response begins to change. Instead of reacting, you observe. Instead of clinging, you let go. Instead of fearing every uncertainty, you begin accepting that uncertainty is part of being alive. That's not passive, it's freedom. That word sounds so good. Hello everyone, this is your host, Dr. Bryant, and I want to send a huge thank you to the Mastery in Life Coaching and Counseling Wellness Center for sponsoring the Mental Blueprint podcast. The MIL Center allows you to schedule one-on-one online sessions 24/7 from anywhere in the world. Places such as Africa, Mexico, Philippines, Cuba, the USA, Singapore, or even Costa Rica. The MIL Center provides a confidential, supportive space where you can talk with someone who will listen to your thoughts, emotions, and patterns, and will help you build self-awareness, healthier coping skills, and clearer confidence to navigate life's challenges. They also offer performance and mental conditioning in areas like relationships, leadership, athletic performance, and for military personnel, they assist active duty and family members and veterans looking for additional assistance. Support like the MIL Center helps us at the podcast continue sharing conversations that promote emotional wellness, mental clarity, and personal growth, so listeners like you can build the life you want from the inside out. Thank you again, Mastering Life. We truly appreciate your generosity. Freedom. And I don't mean that in the 1800s anti-slavery motivational way. No, I am just saying a free mind that has no conflict. I do not have to open the mail to see another bill. I do not have to watch television and see pharmaceutical advertisements every 20 seconds. I do not have to hear about another shooting at a church or school. I do not have to watch more political marketing because someone else wants to be the next politician so they can increase their personal wealth versus truly helping other people. Freedom. That sounds good, but not so good that I will make a permanent decision and end my life. Not that type of freedom. I have already lost some friends and I do not want to add to the soldier suicide rate. I am not there. I do not want to be there. I am sure I have a purpose like you and am still learning to understand what that is. The Buddha didn't promise a perfect world. He didn't promise wealth. He didn't promise success. He didn't promise comfort. He offered something much more radical: freedom from unnecessary suffering. Notice the word unnecessary. Pain will always exist. Loss is inevitable. Illness happens. People we love eventually leave us. But the stories we tell ourselves, this should not happen. I cannot survive this. My happiness depends on controlling everything. Those stories create a second layer of suffering. Buddhism teaches us to recognize that second layer and gradually let it go. One reason so many visitors find Thailand calming isn't simply because of beautiful beaches or slower mornings. It's also because Buddhist values quietly influence daily life: respect, patience, humility, generosity, acceptance. The phrase, and I mentioned this before, Mai Pen Rai, often translated as "it's okay" or "never mind." This reflects an attitude of not clinging too tightly to frustration. While it doesn't define all of Thai culture, many people experience this relaxed approach as a refreshing contrast to societies driven by constant urgency and competition. That doesn't mean life in Thailand is perfect. No, it is not. People everywhere experience hardship, but many travelers notice something different: less obsession with winning, less pressure to constantly proving yourself, more space, simply to breathe. Here's something important. Reading books about Buddhism won't automatically transform your life, not even studying it, which I have done. I am an educated man. I have multiple degrees and certifications, and yet I am still behind. Understanding concept is only the beginning. Real practice happens in ordinary moments. When someone criticizes you, when plans fall apart, when you're stuck in traffic, when fear appears, when loneliness visits. Meditation isn't escaping life. It's training the mind to experience life differently. Every breath becomes practice. Every conversation becomes practice. Every disappointment becomes practice. Here's what I have learned in Thailand. Studying Buddhism may not immediately give you peace, but it can give you something even more valuable: a peaceful relationship with your own mind. And once your relationship with your mind changes, your relationship with the world often changes as well. You stop demanding perfection. You stop chasing every distraction. You stop measuring your worth against everyone else. You begin living instead of merely surviving. The irony is that I can give you this information, but it is on you and me to work on it. That is not an easy feat, not even a little. Maybe peace isn't something we discover somewhere else. Maybe it isn't hidden in another country, another career, another relationship, or another accomplishment. Perhaps peace begins the moment we stop fighting reality and start understanding ourselves. Buddhism doesn't ask you to believe blindly. It invites you to observe, to question, to experience, to see what happens when the mind becomes a little quieter and the heart becomes a little more compassionate. Perhaps that's the difference. Peace is something we often seek in the outside world, Peace of mind is something we cultivate within. And sometimes that inner peace changes everything we see. Think about it. Thank you for listening. If this episode and reflection resonated with you, take a few quiet moments today, not to necessarily search for peace, but simply to notice what's already present when the mind grows still. Until next time, may you be well, may you be peaceful, and may your journey lead not only to new places, but to a deeper understanding of yourself. Find your path, as I am still trying to do the same. My name is Dr. Aaron Bryant, and this is the Mental Blueprint Podcast. Till the next time, take care.